Imagine being at a concert and you close your eyes for 5 seconds. Open your eyes and the celebrity on stage is telling you need to leave because you're sleeping.
We're doing this shit because we're fucking doing it and we love it, you understand? So when I stand up here and I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me, this is me to fuck off, man. You understand? So please take that fuck home. Fast now. Take her home. Bro, I'm not doing no more song until you take her home.
As how? In the seat that I paid for, you think I'm getting up because you asked me to. You have to come and collect me your damn self. To the girl that got kicked out of Burna Boy's show. Baby girl, you know you can sue him, right? You know you can sue him and his label and his tour organizers, right? I don't think you guys actually understand the law. You can sue him for humiliation, bullying. You can sue him. You paid for a show and got kicked out for not being violent, not breaking. There's nothing on the ticket that says that you're not allowed to sleep. You paid full price. You can go to that concert and sleep there. You're in America. You should sue his label. You should sue his tour organizers because he's an immigrant. They're going to have to pay and they're going to have to take it from him. So you can't really sue him directly because he's not an American citizen, but I'm going to give you game. You need to sue his tour company and sue his label.
Hi everyone, welcome to yet another video. It's Ndagire here. Thanks for clicking on this video. We're going to be talking about what is going on with some African artists, and most of you know who that person is. Imagine you pay money to go watch someone at the concert. They see you dozing or sleeping at the concert that you actually paid money to attend to support that artist, and their first reaction is kick that person out. That is what is happening to this African artist. His name is Burna Boy. I'm pretty much sure most of you know who he is. And this is an issue, like, a lot of us as a people need to separate the artists from their creations. Because I'm not going to say that Burna Boy's music is bad. It is nice. But who are you as a character? The person himself is not so much of a good person as people, come out or are coming out and saying. So listen to this whole situation on how Americans specifically are boycotting or canceling him to, have some respect or learn to have some respect. Guys, come back and let me know your thoughts on it.
So Burna Boy has moved from this to this to this.
So please take that fuck home. Bro, I'm not doing no more song until you take her home, bro.
So the lady that Burna Boy chased out of his concert because she was sleeping came out to say that she's been battling depression ever since the father of her daughter passed away. And this is one of the things that people were saying. What if she had a long work day? What if she was tired? What if she wasn't feeling the best? He didn't even care to make any inquiry or be like, what's going on with you? Like, what's going on over there? It's more about his pride and his ego. So the lady by the name of Chaltu says, I am the girl that was kicked out of the show last night. I don't even know where to begin, but that was very embarrassing and humiliating to myself and my boyfriend. Burna Boy could have handled that situation better than that. He had no idea what was going on with me, and he didn't even care to ask if I was okay. I have been mentally, physically, and emotionally drained since my daughter's dad passed away, and I came to his show to put a smile on my face after everything that has happened. He took forever to come out, and I was tired. We paid to be there, and if I wanted to close my eyes and sleep, I can do that. It's my money that I wasted, not his. And for all of you in the comment section being nasty, how about showing kindness, because you never know what someone else is going through. She put it really well. Plain and simple. Burna Boy has a culture of embarrassing his fans anyway. It's a humiliation ritual to even go to a concert at this point. I know there's going to be a small percentage, well, I hope small percentage of slow Nigerians in my comment section who are used to oppression. So they're going to be, in support of his bad behavior. Nonetheless, wishing her love, light, and healing. I know what it's like to grieve, and it's never easy.
So they said that Burna Boy posted an apology to the fan that he harmed. Totally unacceptable behavior. I was a fan of you as Burna Boy. I even went to your concert in DC a few years ago in the middle of a very harsh winter. So I was curious to see what the apology looked like. What you did to that fan was unacceptable. Your apology was peppered with casual misogyny. You noted that you were going through stuff. We are all going through stuff, and some of us are going through stuff without being multi-millionaires. And while money does not fix everything, it does help a great deal. I thought your apology lacked self-reflection. And when you noted that you support a free Congo, a free Sudan, and a free Nigeria, a thought came to me. you should put your money where your mouth is and support grassroots women's organizations, women's campaigns in these 3 countries. In Congo, where our team Let's Act Together for Congo works, Congo, as we all know, women in Congo have suffered for decades. The war in Congo has been fought on women's bodies, against women and girls' bodies. The same thing in Sudan. Women have borne the brunt of these genocides. Same thing in Nigeria. There's currently a continental-wide campaign to highlight the issue of violence against women. I think, Burna Boy, you should use your resources to highlight this issue and support grassroots women's campaigns. I have a friend on this app. Her name is Shaky. She is in contact and connection to several African grassroots women's children's rights campaigns, feeding children, feeding communities, displaced communities, providing sanitary care to young women and girls. All of these things, dignity for African people, safety, wellness, shelters for women. At the end of the day, this is about that one fan, and how she wants to be restored is up to her. But I think you could do something with the current resources that you have to support women in Africa. So, yeah.
I've gone to a few concerts in my country and other places, but there's a way that African artists kind of like treat their fans in a weird way, and they feel like it's normal because they don't have, or we don't really have laws that can come in and, affect them in any way. They continue to harass or do these crazy things to their fans, and they get away with it. So it's not surprising to me that this person has been doing this for quite some time. His chance has never really showed up. It has showed up when he is right now in the Western nations. And this is the thing. If you're an African artist thinking that you're going to push yourself in the Western nations and you're going to have the same behavior, the same arrogancy to, push yourself in the people in the West and expect to get away with that, let's be real. That is a lie and a joke on yourself, because now he's getting cancelled for something that he could have actually avoided if he was just a person with, sense. Literally, if he had sense, this would be something to be avoided. It's the same thing when I talk about Tyler. Tyler is colored. I do understand as an African. She is South African, yes. But as a person that was trying to push herself into the Western nation, especially to the Black American people or to the Black people in the West, she did not, or she has not really come out to explain her Blackness or to, even show that she's really part of that community in a way. And that is something that triggers a lot of the, sisters and brothers in the diaspora. No offense, I'm not trying to be on, on the other side or the other, but it's just something to put out. If you are African and you're trying to push yourself in America, Europe, or other, places that are not in your country of Africa, you need to come out and, show that you want to be part of them. And, put in some effort to respect them and understand them and, push yourself onto them, because you're really pushing yourself onto them with your creativity, with your art, with all these labels, with all these productions and companies, sponsors that are coming your way. They are coming to put money in you because they expect that group of people, especially Black community, to support you. Because white people are not going to be there to support, African artists. No, really. They might love your music, but they are not really the target audience. And this is why I shared a video of Tyler's album flopping, because Black people are not buying it. With Burna Boy, people love his music, but with this behavior, this constant behavior of harassing people, embarrassing people, disgracing people, and actually not respecting people enough to come to your show early to produce and, give people what they came for, which is your performance, and still have the audacity to call out someone and be like they are sleeping in your show when you're freaking late. I don't blame people for coming out and canceling this person, because you don't respect people, but you want their money. Even when they give you money, you still don't respect them. Make it make sense. Like, what the hell? No one is above the law. No one is above the freaking law. Like, if they can cancel people like in governance or people that are really, really huge and big, what about you? And remember, you're not even American. You are still African in the eyes of Americans. And you have this audacity, this behavior. You think you could be probably Cardi B that does whatever she does and gets away with it. Are you okay? Are you okay?
This Burna Boy situation is a reminder of a couple of things. Number one, never think that you're above the program. Number two, play stupid games and you'll win the appropriate prize for it. Number 3. Just because you've gotten away with certain things in the past does not mean there will not be a breaking point. The situation at hand is truly unfortunate, but was inevitable. There was no need to embarrass the person that was in the audience. I am someone that's actually gone through that when I was a little bit younger. I know how much that has impacted me to this day when it comes to public humiliation. You've seen that someone is sleeping in your audience. Burna Boy is well within his rights to say, I'm here giving a show and you are sleeping. However, to now find out that he was allegedly late for the show, why would the person not be sleeping? I would call him an Afrobeats artist, but the last time that he spoke to us, he said, please don't, he's not an Afrobeats artist. So African artists. A lot of my first experiences with concerts were with Afrobeats African artists. For context, I'm based in London. For me, I thought the normal show starting at 9, 9:30, 10 even, until I went to go and see Ray. That is the person that shocks me. Ray was out with the orchestra. The whole live band. Max 8:30, 8:45, 9 were deep into the show. If you got there thinking that she was going to do African timing, oh baby, you had missed a good portion of the show. Like I said, he was well within his rights to have that observation. He has eyes. He can see the person is sleeping. Fine. Like, I'm not here to dispute that. That is why you have your crew. That is why you have security. What would have made the most sense was to whisper into somebody's ear and say, I see someone is sleeping. Please check on them. That is even for health and safety reasons. Is the person anemic? There are so many reasons as to why that could have been the case. What I think artists need to understand is that a lot of their shows is somebody's source of escapism. Some people are going through some real life shit. We are in tough times. And I feel that lack of empathy, that lack of even trying to understand before you chastise and you embarrass on the big mic. There is just something about people using mics to disgrace people that I really hate. I hate it so much. You are not on a reality TV show. You are performing. Now, the alleged additional context of the father of her child passing away. Like, oh man. And then you double down on this and you are basically insulting your fans. Now, going back to my third point that I made in the beginning of this video, getting away with things in the past. This is not your core audience that may have allowed this to run in the past. This is an audience that, if we're being quite frank here, let's be real, you've changed your sound for to appease them. You got your Brandy sample, your Tony Braxton sample, etc, etc. You don't get to do this with the people that you are trying to impress. They are not going to allow someone that is not their own, especially to get away with that. And this is why we're where we're at, where a show has to be cancelled, where half the arena is empty when you're known for filling up stadiums. What? And I think this is the consequences of enabling. That is not to take accountability of him. He's a grown man that should know and do better. But when this behavior is glorified, this is what happens. Because those that glorify this behavior, they cannot fill those empty seats. They don't have the power to make the show go on. Like I said, the behavior is not new per se. Like I mentioned, you change your sound. A lot of your core audience have not been happy with that. The people too that you're trying to impress too, you have not made them happy presently. Where are you going to go from here? I cannot say for sure that this will have a long-lasting impact. However, the short to medium-term impacts, we are witnessing it in 4K right now. That is truly on him.
Burna Boy has canceled 2 shows on his US tour after receiving backlash from his fans. The whole controversy began in Colorado when he asked a fan to leave his show because she was sleeping in the front row. As you can see, the lights went off and everything until the couple actually left the arena and were escorted out by security. The fan shared her experience online after the incident. The fan commented this on one of the videos circulating online, and she essentially says that her daughter's father passed away. Burna Boy addressed the incident a little while after, and this is what he said. Pause and read here. Continues with this statement. Then we had these videos circulating of his Houston, Texas show where the arena was pretty empty. With all that said, he's canceled his Minneapolis show that was supposed to go on today and his show in Chicago that was scheduled for December 1st. I need to hear what you guys think. Do you think he handled the situation well? If you're falling asleep or tired, should you get out of the stadium? Should you not stay in the seats that you paid for?
I thought you guys said Burna Boy can't be cancelled. I thought you guys said it can't happen. I'm checking the weather. Seems like cancer to me. Yo! Your fans, the ones that said he wasn't canceled, y'all didn't buy enough tickets. You should have bought enough tickets to shut us up. Us hitters, us Lambo hitters, us shower people, us shower girls, you should have bought tickets.
Your Dogu needs you.
Burna Boy would have to drag me by my nyash for me to leave that concert. Are you crazy or what? What the hell do you mean you're not going to continue performing until I leave that concert? Me, I'll even snore louder. I'll bring a pillow if I have to. Us Nigerians are never beating the ego stereotype because that woman was not causing a disturbance. Why are you getting rid of her? I love Burna Boy, but this is why I always say I can never meet my heroes, because if that was me, I will activate right there. What do you mean you're trying to get rid of me because I'm sleeping? I've already paid for my ticket. For those of you who are unaware, this is typical Burna Boy behavior. He's been doing this. He will kick you out for no dancing. If you plan on going to a Burna Boy concert and you're at the front row, you better be leg working like your life depends on it. Do you know what it means to be able to catch sleep at the front row of a concert? That woman must have been flipping tired. Me, I would have stood my ground. I'm not going anywhere. I'll even take the piss and put on an eye mask and go straight back to bed. You will have to forcefully remove me from my seat. If you like, gather all your security, tow me to a truck. I'm not leaving unless I get a full refund and an Uber back home. Rema is over here giving out Birkin bags whilst this one is making demands like a Nigerian politician. You can't sleep and you have to be dancing like your life depends on it, otherwise you're getting kicked out. Don't make me activate.
At the end of the day, this just proves that if you know, the energy, the power, the things that you actually put out are the ones that actually can lift you or put you down. So now Burna Boy is kind of like losing a lot, literally, because he's cancelling a lot of shows. His shows are not even selling anymore. People are not coming out to buy tickets or you know, showing up for him. So he's forced to cancel his shows. But over what? Over this. No respect, arrogance, and this entitlement in a country, in a place that you're not even considered to be a citizen, especially in this time where everybody is sensitive and you still have the audacity to do that. I mean, as an African, it's really embarrassing. Really, it is embarrassing. But I think it's really important for artists to know, not just African artists, but every creative, to know that you're replaceable. Like, you're literally replaceable. If you go, someone else can come in and even be better than you, and that person can still be replaced by someone else. So it is a circle of life. Like, just be humble. Be humble, you know. Other than that, guys, that is it for me today's video. Let me know what you think about this. I cannot add on this. It is truly disappointing to see this. I mean, I love his music, but him as a person, as a character, and seeing all this, really truly disappointing. Guys, I'll see you in another video. Bye.